Are you wondering which Royal Caribbean ship you should choose to sail on next? Well, our video has all the information you need to pick the right ship for you. Well, ahoy there, cruisers.
I'm Captain David, and this is First Officer Ben.
First Officer?
Well, I have to be in charge.
Well, first, this video is sponsored by Vision Cruise, our trusted expert cruise agency. And with over 30 years of experience and a family-run company with offices in the US, UK and Australia, you can use Vision Cruise to book your next cruise. Information in the description section below.
So, let's start. Royal Caribbean have a mix of older and newer ships. The newer ships are packed with more features, entertainment and activities, and the older ships are better for traditional cruises, those who don't care about the bells and whistles and all the facilities of a newer ship.
So let's split the ships into 3 different types. So you have family fun ships, excitement and adventure, and then traditional type ships. The best family fun ships are the Oasis class ships. So Oasis, Allure, Harmony and Symphony of the Seas. These ships are packed with the latest features which suit family cruising to a T. There is no chance of anybody being bored with features such as the Abyss Slide, Perfect Storm water slides and an aqua park. You've also got an indoor theatre showing Broadway hit shows and an outdoor water theatre. Ooh. 2 floor rider surf simulators, an ice rink, and so much more.
They are jam-packed, aren't they?
There's so much to do for the kids as well with all of these features we've just mentioned, as well as some of the best kids clubs at seas with amazing features.
They are really jam-packed ships. They're not the only ones though. Other ships that are perfect for families are the Quantum class and the refurbished Voyager and Freedom class ships. So these are ships including Independence, Voyager, Navigator, Mariner and Explorer of the Seas. These have recently received multi-million-dollar makeovers to bring them some exciting new features, such as water slides and updated specialty dining. These ships tend to be cheaper than the Oasis class ships too, so do keep them in mind if the budget is important to you. They are still fantastic ships and they're a little bit smaller as well, so if you don't want such a mega ship.
Actually, as you know, the Oasis class ships are the biggest ships in the whole wide world. Well, the biggest cruise ships anyway, and they hold a lot of people.
Yeah.
So they are perfect for families because seriously, guys, they have big neighbourhoods on them with so much to do. So you've got things like Central Park neighbourhood, the Boardwalk, which has a really cute little merry-go-round.
Yeah.
So it's like Coney Island or a nice little beach resort there. It's so nice, guys. And they're just perfect ships for families, aren't there? So much to do.
Yeah, if you or your kids... or if you don't want to be bored, if you want to be entertained constantly, these are the ships for you because there is so much to do on board and you probably won't get around to everything.
Absolutely.
You might not even get to do everything because it's huge.
Massive. So next, those who love excitement and adventure. So couples, solo travellers, and those travelling in groups. We think the perfect type of ship for you is the Quantum class ships. So Quantum, Ovation, Anthem and Odyssey of the Seas. We see these as more grown-up versions of the Oasis class ships with some amazing features such as the Bionic Bar, the Music Hall which shows some fantastic live music, and theatre showing Broadway shows, and an amazing venue at the back of the ship called 270. It's a really cool venue with shows with robotic screens and fabulous entertainment. There also is so many lounges and some fantastic dining options such as Wonderland, Chops Grill, Jamie's Italian and much more. There's also the Royal Esplanade, which feels like a buzzing street filled with bars, restaurants and clubs. Perfect for grown-ups.
Yeah, these ships, like you said, a little bit more sophisticated.
Yeah.
Lots of lovely lounges with lots of glass so you can look out.
I just see them, as I said, as grown-up versions of the Oasis class ship.
Yeah.
So they don't have all the features of them, but they have more bars and there's usually a little bit of an older audience on there as well.
And they've got them wonderful solariums as well, so it's really good for scenic cruising, whatever the weather. Yeah, really nice ships. So yeah, there's no chance of getting bored on these ships either, and if you love adventure, you will love the climbing wall, the Seaplex indoor fun area, the Flow Rider, the iFlyby Ripcord, which is the amazing skydiving simulator, it's really terrifying, and the North Star, which takes off from the top deck to give you amazing views from the top of the ship.
Really is unique.
Other ships that are great for adventure and excitement are the Oasis class, like we mentioned, and again the Freedom and Voyager classes. Remember, if you want to avoid lots of kids and families, book when the kids are in school and not during any holidays or periods where they'll be off, as Royal Caribbean ships get really busy with families. Longer itineraries tend to have less families on board too, so sailing over 7 nights or more, you'll see less families. Also look for ones with more sea days. You don't tend to see as many families on them ones as well.
Absolutely, just because they can't get the time off school usually, especially when they're supposed to be at school. So next up, we have the ships that are perfect for those who enjoy a more relaxing, traditional cruise experience. We think that the Radiance class of ships are perfect, so this includes the Radiance, Serenade, Jewel and Brilliance of the Seas. So we think these are perfect. They are older ships and have a higher than usual crew member to passenger ratio, with some ships having 1 crew member to 3 passengers, which means you're going to receive an absolutely fantastic, more personalised service. These ships also have beautiful panoramic windows, so offer beautiful views where you're going to be travelling, so they are absolutely perfect for scenic sailing. Dining rooms have 2 level glass windows, so every dinner is served with that amazing view. And they also have beautiful atriums and lovely lounges to relax and enjoy. There's also going to be a retractable glass roof solarium, so if the weather isn't perfect, the solarium's great for that.
They sound really lovely, don't they? Because these ships are smaller, with only around 2,000 passengers, it really makes them easy to navigate and get around. They definitely feel much less crowded. But don't be mistaken, while these ships may be older and may have a more traditional feel, the entertainment and activities offered on board will keep you busy. Because do you know when you mentioned traditional, I just had the vision of that woman, the old woman from Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
Boarding the cruise.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
What is a weekend?
Yeah, what is a weekend, darling?
Yeah, it's nothing like that. When we say traditional, we don't mean Downton Abbey. We just mean...
it's still Royal Caribbean, so you're going to still get that Royal Caribbean feel no matter what ship you're on. It's still not going to be everybody's in bed for 8 p.m. and you've got 1,000 old people wandering around. They're still really fun ships, but they do offer a little bit more of a feel of traditional cruising, don't they?
Yeah.
So other great smaller ships and more traditional ships include the Empress, Majesty and Vision class of ships. The great thing about all of these ships is that you can find some fantastic cheap deals. So even if you do prefer a more adventurous cruise, these ships are great, especially if the ports are good. As we said, they're great for scenic sailing, and we've seen some amazing bargains, haven't we?
Yeah, some
especially out of
bargains.
Fort Lauderdale and Miami.
And the ports they go to as well are usually a little bit more interesting than the usual, Bahamas, etc., etc.
So guys, we've also put a chart together as well to show what the different types of ships are like. So let's have a look at it now. Basically, the ships towards the left have less features and a more traditional, mature feel, whilst the ships on the right-hand side are much more modern and suit a younger audience. So families and those who like adventure. So yeah, David, so as we said, the older, smaller ships are usually towards the left. Then you've got the brand new class of ships, so the Quantum class ships and the Oasis class ships towards the right, because these are the newer ships with all of the latest breaking features.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the older ships at all. They just are a different feel on board, and it's great as well. Because if you do want a more traditional feel, and if you're not really fussed about slides and flow ridering and all this kind of stuff, the older ships still offer you that, which is really lovely.
And definitely, in the middle there, guys, you can see the good all-rounder ships, so like the Freedom class and Voyager class ships. So they're really nice all-rounders. And as we said earlier on, a lot of these have received multi-million-dollar refurbishments, bringing some fantastic features. So I really think these are great for all of the family and definitely multi-generational groups.
Yeah, when we were on Independence of the Seas, there was a real mix of people on board. It was really nice. There was a lot of couples, there was a lot of older couples, young couples, newlyweds, families. It was a great all-rounder.
And these ships tend to be sort of 10, 15 years old, so they're still modern but offer that still traditional feeling with the nice walk around decks and things like that.
I mean,
and on the Freedom class and Voyager class you can get right to the front of the ship as well, so it's got that old, so you can do that little nice Titanic moment. You're like, da, 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 Jack. So that's it for this show. Let us know what's your favourite Royal Caribbean ship and why in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you.
So a quick mention about our sponsor again. Please remember to use Vision Cruise to book your next cruise holiday. And by using Vision Cruise, you are supporting us too. So thank you so much. click the link in the description below to find out more.
So please consider subscribing to our channel as well and hit that bell button so you're notified when we upload a brand new video. Trust us, we've got so much fab content coming and some amazing Royal Caribbean cruises as well.
Ooh. Cruise captain this week is Melanie, so thank you, Melanie.
So that's it till next time.
Happy cruising!
This is a funny one. So guys, this is our joke of the week. This is quite a funny. I think this is quite a funny one, to be honest.
I think these are getting worse and worse, if I'm being honest.
So, my wife...
Is that the joke of the week?
It's not.
Yay! Ben's wife! Joke of the week.
My wife started her job on a cruise ship last week.
Yeah.
My friend asked, how's she getting on? I replied, I'm not sure. I think they use a crane.
I know, yeah. Do you know what, Ben? You should be on stage.
That's hilarious.
You should be on stage.
I didn't make these jokes up, guys. I found them online.
Stage.